Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. We're on my property here today. I got a nice, gorgeous little brook right here that definitely has gold in it. I found gold in it probably about almost an ounce actually out of this little area here up in Colorado. I kind of wanted to go over a little bit of what I look for as far as areas where it's most likely to house gold. I mean, you're never guaranteed it, obviously, but there's certain signs and indications that you can use to at least maximize your chances of finding it. So the main things we're going to go over today is looking for different obstructions, rocks that are of different geology than those of this direct environment right here. We're going to look for low pressure systems, especially when we find these large rocks that are not from this specific geology, and kind of where we're going to start digging, what we want to look for as far as the ideal area that can maximize your chances to find some gold. So let's take a walk up here. I got my pan and stuff already right up over here. I already know where I'm going to be digging, so I'll flip you guys around and give you a little indication of what I'm looking like here. All right, so it's a nice little brook. It runs pretty slow right here, as you can see. But what we're going to be looking for is, as we traverse the side of this little creek here, is I'm finding some very large boulders. There's some way up about a half mile up that way, but yeah, we own this whole little brook area, so I can always take our time and find the best spots where there should be gold. So what we're looking at right here right now, it probably drops about 8 feet in about a 25-foot section or so. So it's got a pretty steep incline, and that's usually you want rushing water, because basically what we're looking for is considered flood gold, I believe. So it carries it from an area that is somewhere else other than where we are right here. Say there's some deteriorating quartz, or notice the vein somewhere way up the river. Once it starts to flood, it brings it all down. So that's why, because it's using the high pressure of the water to force the gold downstream. So that's why we are specifically, like I mentioned previously, looking for low pressure systems within this high pressure system whenever it is flooded. So what we're going to look for right off the bat here, I mean, I do see a decent amount of black sand in here actually, but seeing how it comes this way, usually you want to be on the inside bend of a large waterway, a river, etc. But this is such a small little stream that the things that are going to cause these low pressure systems that I'm alluding to is going to be obstructions like this rock here, that rock there. As we can take a quick walk over here, give you an idea, because this one actually has a little divot behind it. So that is going to be a very low pressure system. So we should look there as well. But I'm probably going to be looking probably right back behind this rock here. Very large rock. One thing that I really like about this brook here is that all of these rocks were obviously here. They didn't get, they weren't brought here by this raging brook. I mean, look how small it is. I mean, maybe millions of years ago, possibly. But what I look at is this is an old riverbank system. You can see it comes in way up, and then it cuts way up this way. So this little stream did erode this entire area. So we do know that at some point in its geological history, right here, that this was a raging river at one point, because we can see these rocks that are just barely sticking out. You can find some that are, I mean, who knows how big this is. I mean, this rock could be 15 feet down into the surface of the earth. I'm not sure, but as we traverse along the area that used to be the old riverbank, we're coming across these very large, well, all you can see is the tip of the iceberg on these, but these are all guaranteed to be humongous boulders. So that's what you want to see. So that means that all this ground has been disturbed previously. So maybe it was floods that previous erosion up the river came down and put the sediment here, excuse me. But you never know. You just look for the little indicators like I'm talking about here, and we're just trying to maximize your chances. That's all there is to it. So as we come up to the top of the little rocking outcrop here, you can see where the water tends to, like right here, this is just completely dead water. It does look like some type of thick mud or clay, which is, you always want to look for clay. Gold loves to stick to clay. So We can get some, I got my crevicing tools with me as well. I might take a look down in here, see what we can find as far as crevicing goes. But today I'm just taking a couple test pans at some new areas where I haven't previously found gold on this property. Because like I said, I have found quite a bit over the last few years. There's a large disturbance, obviously, from the waterfall. But then, so you see, it's hitting this rock here, and it looks like it has a slope angled that way. So you might think over here, because the water's not moving very much, you know, it's stagnant and low pressure system, you might think that would be the best area to locate, you know, a high concentration of gold. But because of just how this, I mean, if this rock was here for, you know, 100,000 years, etc., you can sort of water, you can see that it slopes that way. So when anything, the sediment, the gold, or anything else that comes over this little area is going to be hitting that slope and heading that way, not this way. So just by looking at it, it looks like this would be your area, but in a specific instance, down up under this outcrop up there is where you want to go. So I'm just going to take a couple shovels full. I'll show you what I'm looking like. A decent amount of flour gold around here, but I've been finding flakes right and left. Yeah. So we'll, like I said, we'll take a couple test pans here and see what we're looking like, and I'd like to show you guys what we find. All right. Right here looks good. All right, so as I just get my first hole for my test pan here, you see it is really dark. This is some really heavy sediment here. I mean, it's got roots, rocks, clay. Behind the boulder, right where this cuts over, it just gives it a little bit more chance of having a low pressure system. That's why I chose to dig right here. But as you dig down, you see the dark color of the grass, gravel, sediment, etc. It's not always a good sign, but usually things that are darker tend to be heavier on average. So we'll keep digging. I'm about to pan this down right now and see what we can find. Let's finish up this test pan. Usually you want as much as humanly possible in your test pan, but this stuff is so, it's like clay. So if I do too much of it, a lot of it might escape in the river. We do have to break it down in the river, so I'll show you that while I'm panning it out here. There you go, I got some sticks, organic material. You want the gold to leave, but you need that stuff to get out of your pan. A lot of the light stuff tends to float to the surface. I got a lot of sticks and stuff that just float to the surface. Because gold is, on average, 5 times heavier than surrounding material. So, usually if you have gold in there and you shake it around like this, that's kind of what a gold pan does. So, don't be afraid to lose it, especially on a test pan. Alright, that's some muddy water right there. That got down quick. Well, we gotta agitate the crap out of it. Don't be scared. Test pan. This, I'll show you what we're working with here. That is super thin. Is that a picker? Not quite. It looks like it. Oh, there it goes. Gold. It's like a sweet rectangle piece right here. That's definitely a picker. It's probably 0.01 grams by itself. Damn, how many more are there? Alright, I'm just gonna flip this all the way around. Holy shit. Dude, how thin is this? I need some jet dry. I mean, yeah, normally I usually don't pan when I'm out, but I'm just test panning. Look at this. What the hell? It's super thin. I don't give a damn. Look at this. Freaking leaf out of there. Nice. Yeah, there's some more in there. Yeah, there's gold on this here land. Well, it's safe to say, trying to do this one-handed. Safe to say I'll be coming back to this spot of the property. Oh, look how deep, that's not even deep. Alright, yep, flood waters it is.